Good morning, students. Coming to you to talk a little bit about module number 5, chapter number 5 in our course. So just going to talk to you a little bit as if I was in front of the class, which I used to do before this strange pandemic. Anyway, I hope you are all well and doing okay and are able to make time every week to get in and do what you need to do for the course. We'll be coming up on midterms pretty soon. Anywho, Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is about multiculturalism, which is very important because we work with a lot of different people as clients in our journey as social workers. So, as you're reading through Chapter 5, there's a couple things I wanted to bring to your attention. Your book does a nice job of kind of going through some of the background of multiculturalism. This is actually a newer chapter in the life of this textbook that I've been using for many years. It wasn't in the previous editions, so this is a newer chapter, which I appreciate when they update the textbook with newer information. So first of all, on page 110, your text talks a little bit about enhancing cultural competency. So it kind of shows a little bit of a graph there in figure 1.5, which shows your cultural competency as the larger circle, and then some other aspects of that, which is how you develop your skills, your awareness of knowledge of cultural competency, and also how your organization or where you're working can help support that process. So make sure you're sort of attending to that and understanding those concepts. Then we keep going on through. Your book does a nice job talking about assimilation and acculturalization. A tough one to say. And there on page 116, you see a box that kind of walks you through what might be an example of something that someone might need to fill out for identification purposes. And migrants, all of those kinds of things. Then there's some stuff about power, oppression, discrimination, very appropriate in this day and age for you to be able to understand some of the vulnerable populations that we work with. More good stuff. I especially want to refer you to page 126 in your text. I really like this because it really helps understand the concept of race and ethnicity, not just as what is the color of your skin or what was your country of origin either recently or 200 years ago with your family, but really who are you today? And it's more than those two things. And so I really like how the text kind of pulls out. I mean, it says things such as what are your personal characteristics? Who are your significant others? What are some of your childhood experiences, the roles that you have, your work and your education, the groups that you're part of, the institutions that you may be part of, and then also geographically and where you're located. And all of those things together make up the unique person that is you, because each of you are unique, just as all of our clients are unique individuals. So I really like that broader context that your text kind of gives you there. So make sure that you're reading those pages closely. Then your book has a couple vignettes kind of walking you through some examples. And then I also really like the stuff on page 130. So almost at the end of the chapter, your book talks about some good ways to continue to be helping you think about exploring your own sense of who you are as a multicultural person from lots of different aspects. So continue to explore your own cultural self and identity, seek out ways that you can learn about other cultures, make sure you seek out supervision when working with a culture that you're not aware of, helping clients see themselves in a positive way, and looking at our clients from kind of a social justice lens in terms of how can we support and advocate for our clients as is the social worker way. As always, you should be very well of the terms in the back and be able to, before you take quiz 5, be able to really be able to describe those terms to yourself after having read the chapter. So that is chapter 5. Let's see. For this week, you have a PowerPoint that's uploaded in the Module 5 for Chapter 5 in Talon. Make sure you look through that. Then for this week, you have Quiz 5, which I referenced, which is due on Friday. But you also have an assignment. The assignment is sort of two parts, which you will see if you've read the description under the module for that. The first is I want you to write me a paragraph or two about what is self-determination. What does that mean to you? It's a really important concept in social work because you have the ability to determine some of your own aspects of yourself, just as our clients do. And that ability and value to remember, that's important for us because sometimes as social workers, we get going in our role or in our job and we think, well, I need to help this client do X, Y, and Z. That's my job. That's what the goal is. But the reality is that clients have their own ability, unless they're court ordered or on an involuntary status like in prison or some kind of court mandated program. They do have the ability to determine some of their own, what they're willing to do or not do based on their work with you. So make sure you understand self-determination. And then part 2 of that assignment, after you've described self-determination in your own words, then I want you to, I have a little case vignette that you can actually find in chapter 8. So you have to look ahead under module 8 about Don. And I want you to talk to me a little bit in your assignment about Don's, how does self-determination, how does that jive with Don and what he has going on? And how can you view him through that lens of his own self-determination and the struggles that come with that? So assignment due this Friday, quiz due this Friday. You may have noticed that I changed the quiz from a due date to available by date, which means that the quiz now locks at 11:59 on Friday night. So make sure you're reviewing your chapter and remembering that everything is due on Friday, 11:59 p.m. So don't wait and do stuff late because if Talon's out or the internet's not out or whatever, you're going to end up to get yourself in trouble. So plan ahead. I really appreciate those of you that are getting assignments turned in early. You can take quizzes early. You can do assignments early. You can do discussion posts early. And as you will notice, those of you that turn things in early, I try every day to sort of get in and do a little bit of grading so that you're getting that feedback back to help you through the course. As always, you can send me an email. If you have issues or you have questions, you can send me a text, and we can make sure to help guide you through if you have questions or you're not sure about anything. But I wanted to just bring you a little video, break up the monotony of just the regular old announcements and say, we're almost at spring. Yay! I think the 20th is the first day of spring, and this weekend we change our clocks. So it's sunny, it's warmer, snow is melting, and we've made it to spring. So life is good. I think that's it. And be well, be safe, and good luck on chapter 5. Bye.